ground experimental 284 Delta Golf. T hangars ready to taxi departing VFR southeast.
234 Delta Golf, Bolton ground, runway 4, taxi via Bravo and Alpha, wind calm, altimeter 3035.
Taxi Bravo and Alpha to runway 4, 4 Delta Golf.
Bolton ground, experimental 8765.
Terminal 8765, Bolton ground, how can I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm at T hangars, and I'm going to be following the other experimental westbound or eastbound.
Terminal 765, taxi runway 4 via Bravo and Alpha, wind calm, altimeter 3035.
Copy, Bravo, Alpha.
Perfect timing. Just hit 121. Obviously, when run down to runway 4, we can taxi a little bit earlier. Generally, at this time of year, 90 degrees is enough to ensure that by the time I get to the end of runway, we're at 120 and I'm ready for a run-up. And we're traveling in a flight of 2 today, so I'll have to make sure to wait for him. I'll have to get a signal from him that he's ready to go. Otherwise, he'll never catch me.
Tower, experimental 284 Delta Golf, ready for takeoff runway 4 at Alpha 6, departing VFR southeast.
Experimental 4 Delta Golf, Bolton Tower, runway 4, clear for takeoff southeast departure.
4 Delta Golf, clear for takeoff runway 4.
Bolton Tower, experimental 8765 with you at 4, ready to take off, heading southeast also.
Terminal 8765, just a moment, sir. Continue holding short of runway 4.
765 holding short.
Terminal 765, runway 4, clear for takeoff, right turn southeast.
765, copy, clear to take off runway 4, southeast.
Autopilot.
Okay, we should have nav and altitude hold working. So there's altitude and there's nav. And we have to kind of slow up a little bit. We got number 2 trying to catch up with us. Nice looking morning.
This is Big Bird.
Big Bird it is. How far back are you?
Well, you're over the water. I'm just coming up on 71 here.
Once I level at 3,500, I'll pull back to about, 85, 80 knots.
Copy. 85 knots when you're 3,500. Buckeye lead, I'll be coming up on your port side.
Copy. So here's the neat thing about this little, that little blue arc. I have my desired altitude at 3,500. That Class D around Lockbourne is 3,400. That blue arc is telling me that I will reach 3,500 before I reach that controlled airspace, and that's a pretty neat thing. That traffic indicator is number 2, big yellow bird pulling up behind us.
Buckeye lead, this yellow big bird, we're coming up just on your port side.
Got you in sight.
Autopilot.
Yeah, we're about 13 minutes out. We're just getting ready to fly over Zanesville. Dan's still hunkered around. He's back there somewhere. I don't know if I can see him or not. Fairly smooth air today, but you can still see a bump or two. Odd bridge. We're picking up a little chop. Picking up a camera seems to make the air bumpy.
Practice area, this is
Blue arc works for descent too, so I've got the autopilot in a 400 foot per minute descent. You can see where the arc is right now. I would be well over traffic pattern by the time we got there, but we're still slowing down, and it's getting into that descent. So you see now it's over the airport. I want it to be just shy of the airport, so I'm at pattern altitude for, getting in the pattern. We're going to make a left base into runway 4. So as we get closer, I'll break off to the north a little bit to make that a nice 45-degree entry. Looks like the altitude's going to work out fine. That little arc is about a mile in front of the airport, which is just right.
On a 45.
It's a little hazy out there, so it's going to be hard to see the airport. We're in our descent. We're about 6 miles out, which is about 3 minutes, so really should be able to see it. Never really been here, so I don't know if it's a field cut into the woods or if it's just outside of town, so we'll just know when we get there.
Acapult, traffic airway 508 Charlie, crosswind runway 25, Acapult.
Oh, we'll get some power off. There's no sense rushing into this. All right, 4 miles out, and I still don't see anything that looks like a runway. There's some clutter up here in a clearing. That might be it. Looks like there's something that could be a runway running off on an angle, which is what I would expect. So I'm going to boost myself up a little bit north here, get off the autopilot,
Correct.
and try to get a nice straight left base entry here. We're 3 miles out. I'm going to go ahead and make a call, even though I can't yet see the airport.
Cambridge traffic, Instrumental 284 Delta Golf is 3 miles west inbound, landing runway 4, Cambridge.
Delta Golf, Kilo Lima's about 20 out, FYI.
As usual.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
Cambridge traffic 4 Delta Golf, left base, runway 4.
Left base for runway 4, following the other experimental, Cambridge.
Moving altitude. Cambridge 765 is turning final for runway 4. Heavy sight days.
engine speed, oil pressure.
Oh, even a nice clock tower. Yeah. Feeling the vibe now. Thump, thump.
I'm an Eagle Scout. Are you really?
Lots of trees, maybe. That'd be fun.
Message. Fuel pressure.
Departing out of India 10. Just went down to the Wolfram Lake. Had a beautiful landing here, beautiful approach. Unfortunately, the GoPro is somewhat unpredictable. It turned itself off again. But we'll get a takeoff, which won't be nearly as nice.